Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja. I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder ThinkAI Consultants and pdclasses.com. Today our topic is what are the possible mistakes which people do in their 485 visa application that leads to a refusal. Now we have seen lots of cases where people has come to us after getting a refusal for 485. First, people need to know what exactly the 485 visa is. So if you're studying in Australia for minimum 92 weeks, either a vocational study or an higher education study, you get 2 years of possible work visa. Now these 2 years you need to maintain certain requirements, try to increase your points, and that may also leads to a permanent residency pathway either to the work visa or general skill migration depending on the skills and the profile you build in next 2 years. Now let's coming back to the 485. So lots of people do heaps of mistakes in the 485 and they feel like this is a simple application, whereas there are lots of things they need to remember in order to lodge a 485. The first possible mistake they do is to lodge an application without an AFP. Now you need to know that Australian Federal Police is the integral requirement of 485. So for instance, if you have lodged an AFP and on the same day you lodge a 485 visa application, department will refuse your application, because as per the department guidelines you need to lodge an AFP a day prior. So this is one of the major mistakes people do. Either they don't apply for AFP and lodge 485, or if they do, they lodge the application on the same day. So you need to at least have a 1 day buffer. Second possible mistake what they do is they don't attach the completion letter. Now completion letter is mandatory for 485 visa application. For instance, you have given the examination, you know that you're going to pass, but you don't have the completion letter and you lodge a 485 before getting a completion letter, that leads to a direct refusal and there is no way back. You must need to have a completion letter a day prior lodging your 485 application. If you do lodge on the same day, they can refuse your application. Now the third possible mistake people do is they don't submit the English requirements. English requirements is the mandatory requirement under the Schedule 1. Now what is Schedule 1? Schedule 1 is also called as the primary criteria of that visa application that makes that application valid. So for instance, if you don't have English, you are not meeting the primary requirement of 485. Ultimately, case officer will straight away reject your application without even requesting the document. So English requirement needs to be met. You cannot attach receipt or a booking of your English test and lodge an application. That will lead to a direct refusal. So you need to understand that part. Now those who are applying under the vocational stream, they also need to have a skill assessment done as well. So if you haven't done a skill assessment, either a provisional skill assessment or full, then that also leads to a direct refusal. Department needs a skill assessment outcome prior to lodging a 485. This is also very mandatory. I hope that you'll share this video to possible 485 applicants and they won't make these mistakes and their application would be flawless. So at least they can get 2 years of work visa that leads to a direct permanent residency. Hope that helps.